All right, Shalom. Back with another lesson. First and foremost, we'd like to give all praises unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And salutations to you, brothers, sincerely pushing this word throughout the four corners of the earth. Coming back with another lesson. I'm the brother Hassad, along
Ashiar Rakah.
Yep, along with the brother Ashiar. And so like it. And based upon this article, as you see from RT, it says U.S. Iran war wouldn't last very long. Not talking boots on the ground. So Trump is saying that they're not boots on the ground is not in the equation for this war with Iran. If you got anything at any time.
Yeah, that's not the desired method.
Yeah, because Iran, you see that if they're shooting drones out of the sky that belong to America, man. So what you think is gonna happen? It ain't gonna be what was that? The storm in Normandy, where they was getting their ass lit up. That's what you can expect to happen if the U.S. try to invade Iran. They ain't going for that. All right, and then they also got Russia backing them. All right, so they have no choice but to turn this thing nuclear. Okay. It says U.S. President Donald Trump has boasted that a military confrontation with Iran will be a quick affair, but also said that this is something he doesn't want. Now that goes to show you that the American Edomite is full of pride, man. For him to think that it's going to be a quick, they probably thought that it was going to be a quick affair down there in Syria.
They thought it was going to be a quick affair in Vietnam.
Yep.
Every little spot they go to, they think that they're going to overpower and take over. That's not the case.
Yeah, especially with these other nations having nuclear capabilities and weapon systems that can match that of America's.
It's not top.
Yeah. Especially with them buying them Russian missile defense systems. It says Trump spoke about the possibility of invading Iran during an interview with Fox Business News on Wednesday. I hope we don't, but we're in a very strong position if something should happen, Trump said. All right. So, America's pride. So one thing he did get right is that it won't be very long. All right, because according to Revelation, it's gonna take 1 hour. All right, and like it said here in this article, it says I hope we don't, but we're in a very strong position. All right. Well, that 1 hour, all right, it's not going to take very long, but that very strong position is not gonna aid you. It's not going to benefit you. All right, because these other nations, as it says in Obadiah or Malachi, thou art greatly despised.
That's Obadiah.
Oh, Obadiah. So
yeah, they have laid a wound upon thee.
Yeah. And thou art greatly despised. All right. So pretty much the world is heading toward a reset.
Yeah.
All right. Just how every so often you got Esau that come with the next phase of his new world order or whatnot. And they'll implement something. Well, the next phase of the next monumental phase that's gonna blanket the whole earth and affect the whole earth is this World War III. All right, the nuclear missiles destroying this place.
you know, it's funny. Esau has plans to reset the earth, but he still plans to govern in wickedness. So it's really not a reset. He just wants to he just wants the population down so they can control everything. But the Most High is going to reset this earth because of wickedness itself and do away with wickedness and have this place governed in righteousness. And that's a proper reset.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is from Edom Online. Reset. Verb also reset 1650s. Place a gem in a new setting. From read plus set. Resetting, meaning cause a device to return to a former condition. Now the scriptures say, all right, because it says a device. Device is something that's used. As it says in Psalms, Esau is a sword. 17. Esau is the sword of the Heavenly Father. All right, and also it says, I want to say in Isaiah or Jeremiah that Israel is the battle axe and weapons of war. So us being his battle axe and weapons of war, we're also his gems, and we're going to be set back. We're going to be put in a new setting, being that we're going to receive the kingdom of heaven. We're going to go back into the land of Israel in its pristine state, just like it was in the beginning. As what you gonna say something?
Yeah, gem placed in a new setting. Hey, when you get those new bodies, man, you know that's that new setting that you know the gems, the apple of the Most High's eyes, which are you Negroes, Latinos, Native, and Seminole Indians. You know when you read Psalms 83, when you look up the hidden ones, when you look up that word, it goes into treasure, the Most High's treasure, which gems is that not what you put in your treasure chest? You know, so yeah. That the gems gonna be us putting those new bodies.
Come. And it says a gem in a new setting. So us, like the brother said, putting those new bodies, as well as the earth returning back to its glorious state, its a pure state, and the children of Israel going back into to the land of Israel, and this is all going to happen via thermonuclear destruction, as well as destruction coming from the chariots, the laser fire coming from the chariots. All right. So Malachi 3:17 it says, "And they shall be mine, saith Yahweh of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels, and I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him." And that's why the apostles and elders have been going in so hard on brothers doing videos, man. Because we're in a time of, at any given moment, the next phase of prophecy could take place, being martial law, the famine of the word, things being shut down, societies being shut down, concentration camps, the mark of the beast, and then ultimately the missiles, man. So you want to be found having a receipt. You know what I'm saying? You go to a store, they be like, "Oh, would you like your receipt?" And you say yes. Because that receipt.
The walk. You want that mark?
Yeah. That receipt could be make all the difference between you getting your head blown off or not. In these days, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mistaken identity and put your hands up there. Oh, where'd you come from?
Nah. Blow, get out of here.
Yeah. But that receipt is like, fucking police want to harass you or some shit, and you be like, "Nah, I just came from you got the wrong one. I was over here." "Oh, you got a receipt?" Yep.
When you walk out of Walmart, do you not have to have your receipt before you get up out of that motherfucker with all your merchandise?
Yep. Are they gonna think you fucking up to no good?
Yeah.
So calling yourself a man of the Lord, but not having any works to show for it, that you're up to no good. All right. So the Lord is making up his jewels. It says, "I will spare them as a man spareth his own son that serveth him." Yep. And that's what we do. We serve Yahweh Shem Yahshua.
That's right.
It says, "Then shall ye return and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not. All right, and that's what the prophets is doing, man. That's why we rebuke these other Israelite camps that's not doing the right thing, And even within the circle of Great Millstone, brothers, certain brothers get rebuked and whatnot. All right, reproved and exhorted in the whole nine. All right, next scripture. I'll read. You can break it down. This is Genesis 6 and 11. It says, and remember, reset. All right, that's what we're dealing with. Reset. The earth being reset to its proper condition, pristine condition. All right, people included. Genesis 6 and 11. The earth also was corrupt before the Most High, and the earth was filled with violence.
And that's something that's going on to this very day, man. You got people killing each other daily. What did it say? The earth, the love of many shall wax cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're seeing, man. Everybody's heart's cold towards their brother, towards their mother, towards their father, and you got people killing their own parents, killing their whole fucking families
for the stupidest shit.
Yeah, for nothing. So hey, man, this earth is corrupted, man.
Mm-hmm. Verse 12. And the Most High looked upon the earth, and behold, it was corrupt, for all flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. All right. It says, and the Most High said unto Noah, the end of all flesh is come before me, for the earth is filled with violence through them. And behold, I will destroy them with the earth. So the earth is even fucked up because of the people, man.
Mm-hmm.
If people wasn't here, if the Most High had created, because the animal kingdom don't need us to survive.
No, they'll thrive perfectly without us.
Whales will be happy as hell, doing cannonballs. Breaching. Monkeys would be happy, clowning around, jumping from tree to tree, all that.
Baboons be showing their ass.
Yeah. Acting ass.
What corrupts the land, man? Blood. Blood defiles the land. And who's been spilling blood on this land? Men. Mankind has been spilling blood on this land, man, defiling the land. And the land hasn't been cleansed yet. So it has to be destroyed.
Yeah. First Maccabees, the first chapter, like between the 6th and the 9th verse, where it says that when the Greeks came into power, that's when evil was multiplied on the earth, wickedness multiplied on the earth.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's through primarily the Edomites. The reason why the earth is so far corrupted. All right. Haggai 2 and 6, it says, for thus saith Yahweh of hosts, yet once it is a little while, and I will shake the heavens and the earth and the sea and the dry land.
So what has the power that we can see and know about, man? Is besides the power of the Lord, is those missiles, man. That's what's gonna shake the heavens, the earth, the sea. Because hey, man, that power that the Lord has put into those ICBM missiles, hey, man, it's beyond anything that any destruction that we've ever seen ever in our life, man. And that's what's gonna bring that next death, man, that second death, man. Yeah. Because why? The Most High poured His Spirit in those missiles for it to fulfill His prophecy, man.
Yep. Yep. That's the one-stop shop right there. Verse 7, it says, and I will shake all nations, and the desire of all nations shall come, and I will fill this house with glory, saith Yahweh of hosts. All right. The silver is mine, the gold is mine, saith Yahweh of hosts. So all nations is going to be shook up because of this.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Matter of fact.
Oh, and they're really going to be shook up because because what America gets destroyed, and that's where they get their money from, man.
Yeah. Yep. Revelation, you can break it down. Revelation 18 and 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues, for her."
And that's when the elect's gonna be getting beamed up, man, up out of this place, man. You know, not to taste of the death that's coming. You know, because the plagues, those plagues are meant for the wicked, man, and the righteous are gonna be delivered up out of that.
Verse 8, verse 5. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High hath remembered her iniquities."
Yeah, the Most High he's long suffering, man. You think because you haven't been judged for all the wickedness you've done, hey, the Most High is preserving you for a missile, man. If you're still on earth when in the time of this destruction, it's because the Most High deemed for you to be destroyed by a missile, man.
Verse 6, it says, "Reward her as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double."
Yeah, and that's a future prophecy for when we're in the kingdom, man. Because we're gonna give all these nations double what they gave us, man. Because every nation has had a part in our captivities, man. Okay, so the Most High is telling you that he's gonna get double, man. And he's telling us Israelites, you know, that we gotta give them double, man, because he's commanding that.
It's only right.
It's only right.
Jumping down to verse 9, because you said the nation, he's talking about the merchandise and pretty much the nations, you know, mourning and whatnot. You had mentioned that earlier. Verse 9, Revelation 18 and 9, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come."
Yeah, 1 hour, man. 1 hour is all it's going to take for the Most High to perform a beautiful work, man, in destroying this whore, man. This whore that's known as America, man. Because every nation has come here and fed and got rich, man.
Busted all kind of nuts.
Did all type of everything, man.
Fulfilled their fantasies.
Yeah, and now when this place is burning and it's destroyed, they're gonna be thinking to themselves like, what the fuck are we gonna do? Like, that's where we got all of our money from. But don't trip. We got employment for all you guys. You guys are going to be employed. Don't trip. You going to continue to get them shekels for us, though.
You want to bring it all home.
Yeah, bring it all home. Yep.
Verse 10, it says, standing far, verse 11, "And the merchant," it says, "For in 1 hour thy judgment has come." So Trump, he got something right. It won't last very long.
It won't. It's not going to last at all, man.
Verse 11, "And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore." So America is the one who primarily buys everything that these countries manufacture.
Yeah, exactly. China, man. You make something, China's going to duplicate that and sell it for dirt cheap. They won't give a damn about you suing them because they're going to make all that money and it's like, okay, sue us. You know?
What next?
Yeah.
Okay.
They mimic and copy every damn thing, man.
Yeah.
And then they turn around and sell it to you dumbass Americans, man.
Yeah. And a lot of times it might work better too.
Most of the time it does work better, but the lifespan is short.
Yeah.
It worked better, but that shit's gonna break fast.
2 Peter 3 and 10, it says, "But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up."
And what is this? What is this giving you a depiction of, man? That's nuclear missiles, man. Like, and for you peons to say that, oh, this is not talking about missiles, what the hell is it talking about then, man? Yeah. There's nowhere in the scriptures where it talk about, except for Sodom and Gomorrah, or when Joshua and the was chasing those kings, those 5 kings. That's the only time it was fire coming out the sky. But this fire is talking about, hey man, it's talking about a great noise. It's talking about the earth, the heavens shaking. You know what I'm saying? Elements melting. Even all the pollution in the air is going to be disintegrated, man.
Yeah. Who was that? Elijah that called that mocked Baal and his prophets?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that was Elijah or Elisha, one of
them. Yeah. So yeah, like the brother said, man. You know, outside of those instances, these missiles, these RCBMs is what's going to destroy. Pretty much, going to have fire raining down from the heavens, man. Mm-hmm. To destroy this place, man. It said, and all the works that are therein shall be burned up. So all the actions that these people have in this world, everyone's works is completely evil, as it said here in Genesis, man. That the Most High looked down, and it was filled with violence. All right, and it was corrupt. All flesh had corrupted his way upon the earth. That's all you see in the world, especially here in America, is just wicked ass works, man. Demonic ass spirits on these people, man. These people are so gone that they need to reset themselves, man.
Yeah.
These people are gone.
Yeah, because if the Most High didn't reset this place, and He allowed people to continue to come back and being judged the second time around and the next coming, man, everybody would be retarded, man.
Yeah.
Because the Most High, every time you're gonna get judged for the life of wickedness you did, so fucking around, man, everybody's gonna be fucked off besides the prophets.
Hey, everybody be in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Worldwide. Everybody be in the wheelchair with big ass helmets on, drooling. Everybody come back like what's old boy's name? Fucking Hawkins.
Oh, Stephen Hawkins.
Stephen Hawkins.
I everybody. His name is Stephen Hawkins. Yeah.
Come back drooling on themselves and shit. Everybody living in a damn hospice.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy, man. Yeah, man. Either that or come back looking like the dude from 300.
Quasimodo?
Yeah, Quasimodo. Verse 11. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness?
So what manner of person ought you to be, man? Hey, you got the apostles and elders urging us to continue to push and to strive, man. So that's what manner of person you need to be, man. A spiritual man. Because that's the only way you're gonna make it up out of this destruction that's coming, man. Is if the Heavenly Father see fit to put that mark of exemption upon you, for you to be exempt from the deaths that are gonna succumb this earth, man.
Mm-hmm. Verse 12: looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Lord, wherein the heaven being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat.
It said looking for and hasting. And how do you do that, man? By doing the sit downs, man. Because that's what's going to bring about the destruction, man. Because, hey, does it not say that when His word is preached through all the 4 corners of the earth, then the end shall come? So that's why the apostles is urging us to do these videos too, because that's bringing about the destruction, man. What happened when the walls of Jericho, man? They circled that motherfucker 7 times, and then they gave a great shout, man. And then the shit fell down, man. That's what spiritually we're doing right now, man. The word is circling the earth, man.
Yep. The internet.
And then, the internet, man, the unicorn. So, hey, when the Most High deems it fit, man, hey, the shit's gonna crumble.
Yep. Verse 13, nevertheless, we, according to His promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Man, that's what we're looking for, man.
That reset.
Yeah, that reset, man. Everything being put right side up, man. Because Esau has it upside down.
All right. Next scripture, this is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Stubble, man. And what is stubble, man? Stubble is food for the fire, man. You know, that's the fire burns that stubble up, man. All right, and hey, man, what? How hot do missiles get, man? Them shits get what, 1,000,000 degrees Fahrenheit?
Yeah, over 1,000,000.
Yeah, so that's what's gonna burn like
over
that oven, man.
100 million, I believe.
However hot them shits get, man, them joints get hot, man, and just the pure vapor, dust, wind from it will melt you, man. Not even catching the flame of it, catching the wind, the backlash of it will melt you. That's some heat, man.
Yeah. All right. It says, in the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith Yahweh of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. All right, Yahweh Shai. And ye shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked, and they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh of hosts. That was pretty much.
Yeah, that was it on
2-3. Okay.
Yeah.
So, hey, like the brother mentioned earlier, those new bodies, right? Part of resetting, being the jewels and the gems, getting reset into our proper state, being delivered up out of this or these chains of darkness, these carnal fleshly bodies, via salvation coming from Yahweh Shai. We're gonna be in the Lord's presence, man. We're gonna be in the Lord's presence at all times. All right. Hebrews 12:26, it said, whose voice then shook the earth, but now he hath promised, saying, yet once more I shake not the earth only, but also heaven.
Yeah, because Esau, he think that he's gonna soar into heaven and get away, man. So hey, he got his space stations and shit out there. Got his what's that, Star Wars program?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So the heavens is gonna shake too, because that shit's gonna be all destroyed too, man.
Yeah, you gotta think of the mushroom clouds, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those mushroom clouds that send that force, that force of wind. That's gonna take effect even up to a certain elevation as well, man. And also, you got to think, when the Lord returns, you in a chariot, you get the green light to, go back and destroy Esau, and you coming from the heavens, from the spirit world, coming from space. And you see an international space station and satellites and all that, you're not going, I'm speaking as a man through the spirit. They ain't gonna just bypass that and just, okay, let's go deal with these foot soldiers, on Earth. Like, no, man, that's got to go.
It's a clean sweep. Everything. It's like an avalanche,
yeah.
or avalanche or eruption, a volcano.
Yeah.
That's all that's some avalanche with lava.
Yeah.
So avalanche, it touches every damn thing.
Everything.
Nothing is left unscathed.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's gonna get touched. That's the same thing's gonna happen, man. Everything in sight is being destroyed, man.
Yep. Fucking international space station, that's got to go. Fucking satellites, that's got to go.
Babies,
fighter jets,
women, everything got to go.
Mm-hmm.
Everything
from the top down.
Yeah,
because that's Esau thinks he's God sitting up in the heavens. All right, so that's why the scripture says, "Yet once more, I shake not the earth only, but also heaven.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because
Mm-hmm.
if you got an earthquake, that's affecting the earth. That's not affecting the heavens. But if you got thermonuclear destruction, uh,
Laser
cause
beams.
laser beams, mushroom clouds, and that G force from the clouds, from the bomb going off, that nuclear wind or whatnot. Then you got the chariots coming and zapping shit. You know, it's gonna be a interesting time, a crazy time,
Mm-hmm.
scary time. Um, Last scripture. This is Isaiah 24 and 18. It says, "And it shall come to pass that he who fleeth from the noise of the fear shall fall into the pit, and he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare."
In other words, there's no escaping, man.
Mm-hmm.
This is a precept that you can use to the man that ran from the bear and then put his hand on the wall and the serpent bit him.
Mm.
It's basically, hey, you're not gonna get away, man.
Yeah.
Can't.
So okay. There's this dude who some dude in Serbia that got attacked by a bear and he survived, but he looked crazy.
He's fucked up, huh?
Crazy, man. This motherfucker looked
Whole
crazy.
face fucked up.
Whole body fucked up. Whole body fucked up, man.
That's the Most High. That's judgment, man.
Yeah, he looked like a dead corpse. Just dead, skinny as fuck. The article said that the bear had him. The bear had his ass like in a cave or something, storing that nigga for food or some shit like that. Was gonna eat his ass.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
How the fuck they find the nigga?
Shit, I don't even know. All right. Finishing up verse 18, it says, "And he that cometh up out of the midst of the pit shall be taken in the snare, for the windows from on high are open, and the foundations of the earth do shake."
And those windows is talking about the heavens, man. The heavens are open because that's where the ICBMs, they have to go out of the earth and then they come back down.
Mm.
And they come back down to hit their targets. So the windows have to be open for those missiles to be able to come back down and detonate on their targets.
And that's what it mentioned also in Genesis pertaining to the flood. The Most High opened the windows and allowed that rain to just from the heavens, all right, from space, all right, because you got all the elements out there in space. He allowed that water to just fill the earth. Verse 19, it says, "The earth is utterly broken down, the earth is clean dissolved, the earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage." Just like you go somewhere in the Midwest, Tornado Alley, and you got a nice little cottage that somebody built, and tornado come, and that shit just in a million pieces in every direction.
Yep.
Or
keep it in one piece and throw that shit to a whole other state.
To a whole other state, literally.
Most High is terrible, bro.
two states over and shit.
Oh, that's dope.
And the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. So transgression is like there's only so much weight you can put on a camel's back. Even though a camel or a donkey is made to, or horse, is made to carry heavy loads.
Burdens.
Yeah, burdens. But there's a point when enough is enough. Too much is too much, and that's the point the earth is at. Yeah. As we read in Revelation, for iniquities have reached the heavens.
Yeah, and it's clear to see, man. You got fucking flies committing suicide, man. You got flies killing themselves. You got every type of animal is killing themselves, man. Why, man? Because everything's out of whack, man. Every day you see a fresh dead raccoon or possum on the damn road, man.
Hey, man, I've been seeing splatter fucking trails all on the roads. Like I don't know what kind of animal that was, but goddamn,
bro, I see a dead fucking raccoon on the freeway every day, a new one. It's like, damn, man, how many fucking raccoons is running in? And it's because the earth's out of whack, man. Esau's been putting roads everywhere, just taking up these animals as natural habitats.
Mm-hmm.
So they naturally roam in these areas, and now there's a fucking highway going through where they used to get their bread and meat from, man. That's where they find all their goods at. And yeah, there's a highway there. Now they're getting smacked. Yeah, so this earth needs a reboot, man, for the animals, for the trees, for the people, for everybody, man. It needs to be restarted, and it needs to be governed in righteousness, man, so it doesn't crumble again like it has.
Verse 19, the earth is utterly broken down, the earth is clean dissolved, the earth is moved exceedingly. The earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard, and shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. And it shall come to pass in that day, that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth.
Nobody's exempt, man. Even you rich, you elites, everybody's gonna get it, man. You think because you got $1 million to buy a doomsday bunker and you can supply it with 10 years of fresh oxygen and water and food, that don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing, man. Because the Most High is coming for you, man.
Yep. All right. So that's well, actually 22. It says, and they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited.
They're just talking about you elites, man. You're going to be the first batch of slaves that are going to serve the elect men that make it about the destruction, man. You're going to be the first batch. Okay, and through your loins, you're gonna bring back all your wicked ass siblings and minions and things, and they're gonna get it too.
Yeah, those are wheelchair motherfuckers.
Yeah, and all you guys are gonna be punished, man. You're gonna be visited. Okay.
Yep. Verse 23: the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when Yahweh of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem and before the ancients gloriously. So that wisdom and knowledge that Esau got, all right, that's gonna fail. That's gonna avail to nothing, man. It's gonna be shown and proven that it was all bullshit. All right, yeah. It's actual power in it, but it doesn't trump It doesn't trump the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of Yahweh Shai and righteousness.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that can keep you stable in the times that's coming is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, man. Mm-hmm. Okay, because you knowing all this worldly knowledge, that's not gonna keep you when you got a stormtrooper with his barrel down the back of your neck. That's not gonna save you, man. Because all that wisdom you got is gonna be out the window, and you're gonna be begging for your life.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, that's more precious than fine gold, man.
Yes, it is.
You know.
Yes, it is.
So that's that. You got anything else, bro?
Oh no, that's it.
All right. So the Great Reset. All right, that's the time we're approaching.
The big one.
The big one. So Lord willing, that was edifying. Until next time. Shalom.
Shalom, Akim.